Yeah, a little corn country.
All fired up. 10 miles per hour, kid.
Oh,
No good.
right now. Oh man, music goes all the way to 4 o'clock. Stay in the shade and stay cool here, and of course get you some good lemonade and iced tea and everything today. And whew, Deb and I walked across the street yesterday after the show, and there was a lemonade stand, you know, and that they were just finishing up, you know, and lemonade. Of course, a couple of neighborhood girls that I knew, little girls there, and went over and said, "How you doing, girls?" They said, "Fine, Mr. Portz." I said, "I'd like a little lemonade," and so they poured me a lemonade, and man, it was good. I paid them, you know, and started to walk away. They said, "Mr. Portz?" I said, "Yes." They said, "Could we have our cup back?" I said, "Well, girls, you can't use this cup again." They said, "Why not? We've been using it all day." Yeah. Oh. Well, besides doing the bluegrass shows, of course, we got our big Festus, Missouri Bluegrass Traditional Music Festival. We call it Traditional Music Festival because not only do we have our great bluegrass music, but we have Cajun music. Hey, from Lafayette, Louisiana. Our Irish music, our cloggers, our Thunder and Lightning cloggers, and our Irish dancers, and we just have a wonderful, wonderful time. But we love to feature the old-time fiddlers on Sunday afternoon, and we've got today an old-time fiddle player for you right here. So this is a junior fiddle champion. He comes to all of our fiddling contests, and as I was going to say that not only do I put on the bluegrass festivals and our traditional music fest and things like that, but I also love to put on the old-time fiddling contest. And he was one of our winners this year at the O'Fallon contest. He was down in the finals, and to a little girl from Carbondale, Illinois, and you two really socked it out. I'm telling you what, it was a fantastic contest. We had a jammed house there, big crowd, and Devin took second place there, but he took first place at Patoka this past year. Give him a nice hand for that. Our little junior fiddle champion, Devin Mahaly. Devin, you ready to start fiddling? Before we even play a tune, I want to dedicate his whole show to Frankie's family up there, Frankie Hayes, you know, and he was an old-time fiddle player, and that's what I love about our music, is it's handed down from generation to generation. My grandfather was a champion old-time fiddler and handed it down to me, and same thing with Devin. He learns the old tunes from the masters. So are you ready, Devin? And so let's think of Frankie whenever we're playing these old fiddle tunes. Let's start out with the tune. Which one you gonna song? Angelina Baker. Here we go. cheat sheet over there and was blown away there.
There you go. Stick it under. There you go.
Got it? There you go. Oh, great job there, Devin. Got things going, doing some old-time fiddling out at what we call God's Home in the Country out here in Purina Farms. Glad you was able to join with us and hope you enjoyed Devin's little part of the show here. We'll play music till 4 o'clock. We got some Cajun music. Hey! We're going to have to teach you a Cajun tune, you know, so that I can teach you that yell. Oh, after he won that big championship there in Patoka against about 25 fiddlers up there, did a great job up in a little town called Patoka, Illinois. They started to interview him, you know, and so the reporter was interviewing him, and the reporter says, "Do you fiddle like George Portz?" And he looked at him and said, "I used to." Devin, which one do you want to play? You sure can, Devin. You sure can. You've got the microphone. You've got a joke for me.
Knock knock.
Who's there, Devin?
Old lady.
An old lady? Old lady who?
I didn't know you could yodel.
Yeah. Remember, this is all free. Good job there, Devin. What do you want to? Which one do you want to play here? Let's do the horse and buggy. Hey, let's do an old tune that you know, you get around the fiddlers, you know, and they love to jam. You know, with the banjo pickers, the fiddle players are doing the jam session. So let's do an old horse and buggy. You're doing a good job doing some old-time fiddle playing. This is Devin Mahaly, and we're sure glad to have him out here and playing for us on a Sunday afternoon. Hope you're enjoying that old-time fiddle playing. Good job there, Devin. Hey, you know, when you come to one of our old-time fiddlers contests, we have the fiddler play a hoedown just like he played right there, and then they have to do a slower tune and do a tune like an old-time country waltz. So let's just do an old-time country waltz there, Devin, you know. And this one's called the Ellie's Waltz. Okay. Oh, great job there, Devin. Great job doing an old-time country waltz. That a lot of you folks, man, how many times have you guys country waltzed that, you know, for an old-time square dance? In fact, just thinking back, one of the first times I got to play on stage, I was just about his height right there. And my grandfather used to play for an old-time square dance on a Friday night at the American Legion Hall in a little town called St. Elmo. And man, his arm was getting tired because those dancers, those square dancers, Dee would know up there, man, they'll dance all night. They'll, you know, 10, 12, 15 minutes for just one square. And his buddy, another fiddle player, had not shown up yet that night, so he just dragged me over. I was in the back there, and he dragged me over on a tune called the Mississippi Sword, and he said, "Son, take over. I'm about to die." Yeah. So, Devin, good job. Hey, let's do a couple more. Then we've got Cajun music coming up, and then we got Brenda Cook. She's going to be singing for us today, and the Friends of Bluegrass. And today is an all-request day, and of course, the Moore family will be back for some good gospel music. Devin, how old are you now?
12.
12 years old. By golly, give him a nice hand. That kind of fiddling at 12 years old. Are you married yet? Ladies, he's single. Hey, let's do an old tune. You know, and I love this about Devin. There's an old-time fiddle player over in Fosterburg that comes to a lot of our shows, and he just loves a tune called Tallahassee, doesn't he? And Devin said, you know, he says he couldn't play it. He says, I'll learn that just for this fella. And he plays it every time he sees him. Let's go ahead and do the Tallahassee. You know, that's an old Bill Monroe bluegrass tune. There, and hope you're enjoying, Devin. I'll tell you, great job today, Devin. And let's do that Roscoe tune. You like that Roscoe tune? got another joke you want to tell me?
For you, George.
Okay.
This one's German.
You say this is a German joke.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hatch.
Hatch who?
Oh, Gesundheit.
And Devin, I was going to buy you something to drink today and some popcorn, but I don't know about that now. Oh, man, I tell you, I love out here at Purina Farms. Kids. Hey, don't forget that straw maze. Have you been in the straw maze, huh? Honey, have you? You like that? I'm glad you found your way out. And don't forget the horsey rides out there. And I was on one of the horses that won't ride again today, I'm telling you. Woo, that's called a sway back there when I got on her. I talked to an old friend of mine, a farmer friend in Shiloh, Illinois. You know, when my parents were into farming years ago, you know, and talked to him about all of his sheep out in the field. I said, Abe, I've never seen you with so many sheep. I said, gosh, how many sheep you got? He says, I have no idea. You don't, I said, you don't know how many sheep you have? He says, I absolutely don't know. I said, why is that? He said, every time I start counting my sheep, I fall asleep. Hey, let's do the tune called Roscoe. Here we go. Oh, great job there, Devin. Great job. Hey, let's do about 2 more numbers. I see Brenda Cook's come already made it here, and get her down to sing a little bit. You know, we want to mention that Devin is going to be with us at our big Susan Bluegrass show in the park. It's our 28th year that we've been out at Susan Park off of Tesson Ferry. And put that on your calendar for the 11th day of July on a Saturday night. Man, we're going to have a grand time. We always draw a big crowd of folks, and Devin's going to kick the show off that night. And then we got a big show that will be at the Susan Park that's on Tesson Ferry and then to Wells Road and back. It's a beautiful park. And come and spend the night with us down there. We'll have a great time down there. It starts about 7 o'clock, and Devin's going to kick the show off, and then bluegrass after that. Great time, a little Cajun music that night. So grab a flyer. When you're up at our table, grab our CD, and you'll have a CD one of these days pretty soon, won't you? By golly. And so grab one of our CDs. They're only $10, you know, and take some of our music home with you, with the Friends of Bluegrass. And get on our mailing list and grab some of our flyers to our Festus show the last weekend of September, and of course coming up at Susan Park. Are you ready? What do you want to fiddle now? We'll end on that.
Okay. So one more?
Yeah.
Okay. Nail it, catfish.
1 and 8.
G.
Oh, okay.
Nail it, catfish.
Oh, what am I calling?
Nail it, catfish.
Man, I love some of the names of your tunes, you know. A tune called Nail That Catfish. Have you ever caught a catfish? Nail That Catfish. We'll do that for Dee up there. She's an old fisherman up there, so Dee, she'll like that too. Nail That Catfish. Here we go. Devin. Hey, you know, we've got a little time today, and we just love promoting the youngsters like this and everything. Hey, pick out another extra tune, and then which one? Don't hear? Sure. And by golly, stop up at our table, grab our flyer there of Tucson Park. We'll be having a great time over there. So let's do a little snow, dear, then we'll end our show with the little back up and push. Great job there. Okay. Oh, fine job there, Devin. Fine job. Man, you slipped, went from Snow Deer right into Red Wing. I thought you slipped me up there, didn't you? I'm too sharp, man. Yeah. Sharp as a nail, I'm telling you. Hey, you know, we're going to do a little Cajun music just a minute, so we'll have to find Kathy up there. We'll do a little Cajun music. Then we have Brenda Cook. Going to come down and sing a bunch of good songs. And Devin, do one more song for us here, and we'll see you over at the, back up and push.
You know, George?
There you go.
At your last concert, I bought one of your CDs, and it was really good.
Well, thank you.
And you know what the best part about it was?
The best part about my CD, what was that?
It had no jokes on it.
It had no jokes on it. All right. Thank you very much. Show's over. Devin, I was going to give you $1 today for playing, but I don't know about that. Yeah. Well, Devin, we're going to have some fun over at Tucson Park. Man, I'll tell you what, I love playing with the youngsters and getting them up every chance we get at our concerts. Think back, folks, I'm telling you what, whenever we started about 35 years ago, I had a little girl about his size there at a little picnic called Shiloh Picnic, and she was doing the same thing, playing before the Friends of Bluegrass. Her name was Allison Krause, and she was just getting started in the old-time fiddling, so you just never know, do you? And so, Devin, I'll tell you, fine job of fiddle playing. I'm sure proud of you. You have really come on, man. You play those fiddling contests awful well. So, Devin, let's end our show on the back up and push, and we'll do some fancy fiddling on this. on the back up and push. Thank you.